What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about 3 stocks that you should add to your watch list for this upcoming week that could have a good squeeze. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So the 3 stocks I did pick are not going to be in any particular order and largely are on here because of the fundamentals, especially more so if there is good economic data that is coming out on both Wednesday and on Friday. So Wednesday is ADP non-farm employment change. As of right now, the forecast is 205,000, and on Friday there is non-farm payroll, and the forecast is 238,000. Both data points are very much linked to consumers. So consumers, for the most part, have been holding up the economy, regardless of how you say. A lot of the corporate issues are not anything to do with consumers. So in general, if the data points are still coming out very strong, then in reality, the market can continue to have its good rally. So getting right to it, like I said, not in any particular order. First one is Bed Bath & Beyond. So just based on Friday, it went down a ton. So down 28%, give or take. Up after hours, around 8%. But year to date, it is down 82%. Over the last year, around 98%. So this one definitely has its fair share of risk. But for instance, if you're looking at the data points, right now the estimated short interest is around 59% versus the percentage of the actual amount on loan is around 19%. So it does insinuate there is a ton of naked shorting that is behind the scenes with Bed Bath & Beyond. It's still on the threshold list, so I don't think there's going to be anything as a result of that. But shorts did return 5.3 million shares on Friday. Cost to borrow also is something going to be very much working in its favor. So the average is 137.62%. So very high behind the scenes. And currently the actual amount of shares being shorted is around 62 million. So pretty significant. And like I said, with the fundamentals and also potentially this data coming out, Bed Bath & Beyond could have a very good rally as a result. But of course, this one does have its fair share of risk. So just make sure you guys do your own due diligence because I'm not a financial advisor on a side note. Second one is Coinbase. And of course, we've seen a lot of cryptocurrencies run up very fast over the last couple of weeks. And I do assume that most likely it is going to continue to do that, especially like I said, with good economic data that is going to be coming out. So just on Friday, it went up 5.31%. Year to date, it is up 101%. And over the last year, it's down 65%. So it's been one hell of a ride, but a lot of people look at cryptocurrency as basically people's appetite for risk. Coinbase is for the most part an extension of that. And currently there is around 19.41% of the free float being shorted versus 24% on loan. So once again, a very good telltale sign that there is in fact naked shorting that is happening. Cost to borrow though is kind of small, so 6.74%. So I do anticipate, like I said, with a broader market rally, I anticipate this one to go up very much so because there's currently 35 million shares being shorted, and 19.41% is the short interest, which is a percentage of the free float. So once again, let me know your thoughts on that. And finally, the last one, which has been a reoccurring one for the last couple of weeks, is this. So Tattooed Chef, ticker is ttcf. My apologies, I assume that you guys know the tickers, as you guys can see right here, but BBBY, and then there is coin is just coin. So once again, going back here, so ttcf, Tattooed Chef, just based on Friday, it was flat after hours, up a little bit. Year to date, it's pretty much flat for the most part, and over the last year, it's down 89%. Which is pretty significant. But once again, the data points very much speak for itself. So this is the only one that doesn't have a very good telltale sign of naked shorting. But the short score is currently 97, which is mind-blowingly high. So 32.75% of the free float is being shorted and 24% being on loan. And currently though, based on everything, it looks like the cost to borrow average is 213.46%. So in reality, that definitely has something good going for it. And with 16.19 million shares being shorted and 33% short interest, definitely this does have a lot of good kind of squeezability data points, very much so. And like I said, this one in particular, if the actual data points coming out and consumers are still out there kind of spending the money, making the money and so forth, then ttcf is going to go up very, very fast. So once again, let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below. If there's any other stocks potentially that catch your interest that might have a good squeeze, because there is quite a lot out there. But based on the fundamentals, I did want to select these three. But of course, there's always AMC. There's also technically Lucid, because that one has a good catalyst coming out. There's also Mullen. There's a lot of different stocks out there regardless. But let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching.